Hello and welcome to Bottom Line. Well, it's 12 days and counting, but there is no end to the indefinite stir of the 10,000 Tripura teachers who had lost their jobs following a court verdict. Facing an uncertain future, teachers from across the state, across Tripura, have gathered in Agartala, where they have been continuing their protest. Their demand: immediate alternate arrangement for their recruitment. Well, the government, the Biplab-led government in the state on its part, has said that teachers can apply for the post of grade C, grade D employees, and as per a court order, even they have been given age relaxation. They can apply for such jobs till March 2023. But the teachers feel let down, left out by this. They are questioning that they do not want to compete. They do not want to compete. They just want the government to reinstate or else make direct arrangements for their recruitment, alternate recruitment. That is their demand and nothing short of that. Their argument is that they are trained teachers. They have already worked for years they have been teacher for years, government teacher for years. So why should they apply, sit, appear for tests again? And they feel that they have the legal right to seek that, to demand what they are demanding. So as of now, there seems to be no end to this stalemate, and the protest, of course, in this winter has it entered the 12th day today, and the teachers are still out there protesting. So what is the way forward? How to break this stalemate? I'm being joined to discuss this. I'm being joined by two of the protesting teachers, Mr. Bijay Krishna Saha and Gautam Debbarma. Welcome, Mr. Saha and Mr. Debbarma, to Bottom Line. I'm also being joined from Agartala by Tripura Chief BJP Spokesperson Subroto Chakraborty. Welcome to you, Mr. Chakraborty, on Bottom Line. Former Tripura Education Minister Tapan Chakraborty also joins me from Koilashahar. And mind you, Tripura Education Minister and Law Minister Ratan Nath will join us soon. Ratan Nath will be with us anytime soon. If I can go to one of the protesting, agitating teachers, Mr. Saha first. Mr. Saha, teachers have been out on the roads protesting for close to 12 days now. These are difficult times. What do you want to say to the state government, to the Tripura government?
First of all, I would like to thank your channel to highlight this matter. It's a serious matter. See, in 2014, Tripura High Court has given one verdict. Then again, government proceed to Supreme Court. Then Supreme Court also given one verdict on 2017. Then after government terminated us in the year 2020, 31st March. But what we are saying that this judgment was misinterpreted by the department, and unfortunately, instead of 462 people, government terminated 10,323 people. In para 127 of Tripura High Court verdict, it is clearly mentioned who will be terminated, but the government, especially the department, they have terminated 10,000 people. It was the previous government. Then new government came in the year 2018. Several times we went to Supreme Court, then again High Court, then again Supreme Court. But the thing is that till today we are in a problem. In 2020, Supreme Court has given one order to the government of Tripura. But till today, this government also are not doing something for us. Solace has been offered by the Supreme Court as per the wishes of the state government of Tripura. But now this government has given one notification for recruitment as a Group C and Group D in non-teaching categories. But the fact is that once this government went to Supreme Court and they have submitted one affidavit for recruiting 8,882 people like that. But the government now given notification for 5,000 people. The rest of the people, where they will go? And this notification is not only for the 10,000 people, but overall for all unemployed youth. Our question is, that once this government went to Supreme Court and they have submitted one affidavit, these posts for only for these people. Now they open this post for everybody. 7,50,000 unemployed youths are there. Our question is that we are not in a position to compete with the new generation. Means those who just passed out the college and they are just young, and we are already completed 10 years in our service. That's why we are demanding. We already met our honorable chief minister on 3rd of October of this year, and our honorable chief minister promises us that he will solve this problem within 2 months. But already 2 months crossed, then again we have come to the road and sitting demonstration is continuing last 12 days. This is the 12 days running. But till today, not a single representative from the government has come to our agitation point, and they have not assured us. Our thing is that we demand that there is a scope to rectify the mistake which has been done by the previous government by para 127 misreading it. They can say
now the government stand, or should I say the court has already said that you have time till March 2023 to apply for the vacant posts. There is age relaxation, but no one can be given jobs without following the due process, without following the rules. So there can be no going back on that. So what can be done, because that is something that probably cannot be changed. I mean, that is apparent.
I think it's not a government stand. It was the order
Yeah,
which has
the
been
court,
given by
the
the
court
Supreme
order,
Court,
yes.
first of all. And the fact is that what we are saying, that in that judgment, I mean to say 2014 and 2017 in Supreme Court, we were not there. Fact is that we have not received any notice from the court. We were not challenged by the court, by the petitioner, whatever you call. Then how we are under this judgment? Fact is that when we met our honorable chief minister as well as education minister also, we just humbly request that please see this matter, because Supreme Court also given notice individually as well as in paper notice only to the 462 teachers. Now our question is that if 462 teachers were noticed by the Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court, then how come it is possible that we got the effect of this judgment? First of all, and then I came to your point that Group C and Group D for age relaxation, what we believe that you need not to go to Supreme Court. Though Supreme Court has given this age relaxation from their point of view, only cabinet can take this decision that they can easily give us relaxation for age. And as I told you, there are several instances in Supreme Court. Whenever you are going to give some certain facilities to the victims, then you have to give in all. Not that you have to give 300 people now, then 600 people again. No, it's not the process. And then again, if you go through this order of Supreme Court in this year, last order, then you will see that solace has been offered. My question is to everybody. When this is a solace, then why you go through this exam? Solace cannot be treated that whether you are qualified or not, whether you are going to pass out this exam or not. This should not be. Solace once this has been declared by the Supreme Court that it's a solace, then why this?
Now the stalemate continues. 12 days of protest already. You are still out on the streets. What is your future course of action, Mr. Saha?
Till now, we have not come to know whether government are doing something for us or not. Not a single representative came. We appeal to the government. Please send some representative so that we can come to the dialogue. And once this government come to the dialogue, then we will represent our demands to the government. Then we will take our necessary step after discussing with all our members. Till now,
Point,
we are expecting that government will
point taken. We are trying to
send some
connect.
representatives so
We are
that we
being
can
joined
talk.
by Subroto
We have legal
Chakraborty,
demands.
BJP spokesperson, Tripura. We are connecting over the phone with Mr. Subroto Chakraborty. Mr. Chakraborty, this is one question. This is one question that everyone is asking. Is the government reaching out to the agitating teachers despite everything, despite the orders? Is the government reaching out to the agitating teachers? Is the government's action currently, as far as communicating to the agitating teachers is concerned, is it fair and justified?
See, regarding 10,223 teachers who have been, whose job is already dismissed by the Supreme Court verdict. Okay. So, according to Supreme Court, there were some irregularities in not maintaining the norms of NCT and other things. So, until and unless whatever the government is very much humanitarian to all, regarding 10,323 and besides them, all the unemployed youths, government are doing all things to provide job for all. But government will do everything on transparent manner and with the jurisdiction of legal process.
All right. Tapan Chakraborty, the CPM is targeting the government over the issue of the teachers. But if we go to the base of the issue, don't you think the previous CPM government should take moral responsibility for the situation?
Now you see, the previous government, CPI, left-front government, since 2010, the appointment given for the teachers right from primary school to higher secondary stage, the then government followed the recruitment rules of 2003, where it has said that the seniority, merit and need to be considered. Okay. And on that basis, the recruitments were made in several occasions till 2014, first part. So, altogether 10,323, though the figure is not the same now, many of them have otherwise engaged in different jobs. So the remaining 8,000 something, say 9,000, their retrenchment were made in the year 2014 due to the allegation against this appointment by some aggrieved applicants and job seekers to the High Court itself. Tripura High Court. Then Tripura High Court, after several examination and hearing, they come to a conclusion that the then recruitment rules and the appointment policy of the state government was faulty. So they have terminated all the 10,323 teachers of different categories. So we could not agree with the decision of the High Court. Therefore, we have appealed to the Supreme Court. And Supreme Court also given the verdict against the teachers, and they have followed the judgment given by the Tripura High Court. They have said that till the alternative arrangement is made, the services of these teachers can be taken by the state government, and there should be an open door for them to get themselves employed in different other government jobs even in the teacherships also, if they found eligible according to the Right to Education Act, the criteria given in their act itself, which was actually followed from August 23rd, 2010 throughout the country. Our plea was that since the recruitment was made in several locations, and then the Right to Education Act was not there, but there were some guidelines from NCF 2005. According to the stages, the basic minimum qualification that is required for the teacherships, that we have followed. But however, the Supreme Court also did not accept our argument. They also given some time, but they have been terminated. According to the High Court judgment, they have followed their judgment and they have vetted this. And only thing is that since they have been employed in different category schools, according to the judgment, they have given some time on ad hoc basis. They are terminated, but their services will be taken to run the schools in different states, to run the schools only, but they will be retrenched after a certain period. That period has been elapsed in 2020 March. So after that, they did not allow any time extension to the state governments. In the meantime, what our government could do after the first part of 2017, when the final verdict came from the Supreme Court, the then state government, left-front government, find some alternative way to place their services. That is also in the education department, in non-teaching posts. Non-teaching post, there were 5 categories of services we have identified, and their academic qualification and the experiences they gathered during the last 5-7 years, that experiences could be utilized in running a good school. So we had created certain posts of school higher secondary level, madhyamik level, and the senior basic and primary level, counselor post, academic counselor, student counselor, hostel warden, library assistant, like this. There are 5 categories of posts we have created. There were all total 12,000 posts we have created. And for social education department also, some posts like...
no, that is history. That is history. We know that. We are aware of that.
Assistant, like
we are aware of that. We are aware of that. We'll come to you again. If I can go back to Subroto Chakraborty here, we are being joined now. Subroto Chakraborty, well, there is no denying to the fact that there were irregularities in the hiring of these teachers. But again, the teachers' point of view is that they have served for years and now they are being asked to compete and appear for interviews which they find unfair. That is what they have been saying time and again.
See, whenever a teacher is being recruited, there are some norms, and these norms are already given by NCT and central government education department. Okay, so no state government has any right to null and void these norms and go on recruiting as they like. So there is no such option everywhere, because if they are not competing, options are there. Because Supreme Court in their verdict, it is clearly said that even they can apply for the job of Group D, and that shouldn't be described as degradation of their job or status. Okay, so maintaining the norms, because now without competing in TET, nobody can be absorbed as a teacher. It is compulsory for every state in India. TET is must. So they are to, if they are willing to continue their job as a teacher, they have to compete. There is no other option. And in other job, they can apply and be absorbed. But there are also some norms. Without norms, as the government
Again,
government cannot absorb
point
anybody
taken,
in
point
any
taken,
job
point
without
taken.
maintaining the norms.
Yeah, again
That will be
ensuring
challenged and that will be illegal once again.
ensuring a permanent solution to the teachers' issue. This issue was a part of the BJP's election promise. So I'm sure the government still remembers that, despite everything.
No, see, what we committed in our manifesto also. We told within the jurisdiction of legal processes, we will be sympathetically deal with this problem, and with a humanitarian ground. Okay, so that doesn't mean we can do or government can do something illegal or unconstitutional, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So options are given to them, and already they are given a lot of facilities for this competition. They will continue appearing to face interview up to 31st March 2023. There is age relaxation. There are some educational in technical qualifications. There are some relaxations.
Tapan
So they can avail this opportunity.
Tapan Chakraborty, well, despite the measures that we're talking about, you gave us the history of the case, but don't you think at that point in time, when this issue occurred, it was just months ahead of elections, of course, and in that point of time, well, the BJP has it in its election manifesto that they will do something, take care of the teachers' issue, but don't you think when when the left front, the CPIM, blames the BJP government now for the current state of affairs, don't you think at that point in time the teachers did not have that kind of faith on the left front government? Was there a trust deficit due to which they trusted more in the BJP?
Since there was a contempt court against the chief secretary of the then government, we could not, after having done all these formalities, we could not serve the appointment or posting orders. This was all kept ready. As and when the Supreme Court will clear the contempt petition, then it will be served to the selected candidates. This was the situation. In the meantime, the election came in 2018 March, and you see, this issue was, I have seen in our state, was handling by the then Congress party, and during the last assembly election, this issue came in the surface, their issue, and the BJP, in their vision document of last assembly election, they have categorically said that we will resolve this issue on humanitarian consideration. So therefore, these people now staying in the Rajpath, these people, I should say that if not all, but a large section, they were hoping that if this new government, BJP government, IPFT BJP alliance government came to the power, they will do something.
That's what my question was. BJP you were saying, but of course there maybe was trust deficit on the CPI. We'll take a very short break here. After the break, we'll be joined by Tripura Education Minister Ratan Nath. So stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching Bottom Line. We're discussing the teachers' agitation in Tripura. Well, I'll like to go back to Agartala to Mr. Gautam Debbarma again, one of the agitating teachers. Mr. Debbarma, the teachers have also been appealing to the government to accept their demands on humanitarian grounds. At this time, as we speak, we have a farmers' protest going on around the national capital, which has got widespread support from the opposition and widespread attention as well. Do you think your stir is also getting that kind of support from the masses in the state?
You see, our demand is for a legal fight. From the very first day of our demonstration, we had been specifically announcing and also telling to the government and also especially to the state administration that our demand for absorbing us as a teacher is in a form of a legal way. When there is no legality in our demand, then I think we will be losing our credibility and people will not be supporting us. So, in interjecting your question, let me tell you that we are getting a mass support from everyone. Every localities, every public, every passerby, they are extending their help, they are extending their support, and people are coming in a large movement, big movement, mass movement, and supporting us directly or indirectly. That is my step. So I don't feel anywhere that our agitation or our demonstration is not getting enough significance. There is a significance since this is a small state, so might be our demand or our agitation is not getting that much highlight like that of farmers' agitation.
So you are saying you feel you are legally correct to demand what you are demanding right now, rightfully demanding?
Definitely. I did not bring all the documents, but whenever you asked us again, I think I will be in a position to show you all. Because let me precisely tell you, in the year 2010, 23rd August, the implementation of RT and also NCT guidelines was implemented in our state, Tripura. But prior to that, our appointments in the sense our interviews and all the recruitment policies were all over before the implementation of NCT guidelines, and thereafter and also RT, Right to Education Act, and thereafter our appointment was made on the basis of revised employment policy of 2003. That is what that was framed by the then government of Tripura. Now we have followed all those procedures, and even the High Court judgment that was pronounced in 2014 in 127 para, it is specifically clarified that those who are only challenged, it is true that the employment policy is illegal, but the effect will be made only to the challenged teachers. And since, let me summarily tell you what was those lines. Since we have set aside the employment policy, our judgments shall be prospective in nature, keeping in mind that the appointments shall not affect to a large number of categories of teachers who are already appointed, and this will make its effect only to those teachers who are challenged. Now, in the High Court judgment, there are challenges were only against 462 numbers of teachers, 458 plus 4 science teachers. Those science teachers' case are, we know that their case is still going on in the High Court, and even today it will not be officially declared, but we heard through some social media that their termination is also on the process of termination. That thing we can get even in the counter affidavit given by the government of Tripura, present government of Tripura. Now my point is, I was not made a party in the case. I was not given prior intimation from the judge or from the government. I was not known, I was not made well aware of anything. Suddenly, I was not even made to, to claim myself to make a self-defense. Suddenly, in the newspaper, you saw something that this 2010 and 2014 employees, teachers are suddenly terminated. Then where is justice? How can I believe when I was not even given a chance to,
So how
declare
long?
myself that I was not made a party?
How long will you be out on the streets? It's difficult. How long will this continue? It's winter time. It's difficult. How long will the stir continue?
As proclaimed earlier, our hesitation is for an indefinite one, and we are seeking help from, we are taking help from the public and all these societies, and we are expecting that the government, or at least the government representative, come from their side. Then we'll see what is the next course of action that we'll take.
All right.
But as of now, I can tell you that our hesitation is for an indefinite one.
All right, Tapan Chakraborty, would you agree that the issue has now turned into a political tug of war again between the government and the opposition?
No, actually, you see, this is the present situation is that we are again reiterating our stand. We have created these 13,000 posts of education department and in social welfare department. You open this chapter and give some hope to these people. They have already faced the interview regularly, and now the ball is in the court of the present state government. They must reopen this chapter and they must give them offer of appointment, those who have been selected by the then interview boards. And this is the only way. This is the only way, I think. And this is our demand also to the state government. We have spoken in this favor in the assembly itself, and now also we are telling this government, please reopen this chapter and revive the 13,000 posts where these people have faced the interview board.
Subroto Chakraborty, the opposition CPM has been consistently blaming the BJP-led government for letting the teachers down. What is your reaction?
No. See, if anybody blindly, anybody can allege anything to anyone. So that doesn't matter, or that doesn't cause any impact on the society or any particular person. So they know what the wrong they have did, what the unconstitutional process they go through, and what the irregularities they have done while the recruiting. See, I must refer here one thing. In Honorable High Court, it was clearly given verdict that the 59 persons were qualified. So you just state government, that means left front state government led by Manik Sharkar, that government was instructed that you just absorb these 59 persons because they are having genuine qualifications and they are eligible for job. But instead of absorbing 59%, that government led by Manik Sharkar left front government, they have challenged this verdict to Honorable Supreme Court. And that is the consequences that all 10,323 people are facing. So that is the historical fact and proven.
All right, Tapan Chakraborty, all said and done. Do you think the left front also should own moral responsibility for the situation? And maybe to an extent, the BJP also, as it had promised things prior to the polls. But do you think primarily the left front should own some moral responsibility for the plight of these teachers?
No, our stand is very clear. We are claiming that the government must come forward because these people tried to meet Honorable Chief Minister, and after all, Chief Minister gave some time before 2 months ago, and he has given this assurance to these people that within 2 months I will find out a solution. After waiting 2 months and some more days, on third this 2 months was completed. Then after these people, there are certain organizations of these teachers, they have come to a conclusion that they must sit on the street. Otherwise, this government will not come forward to find a solution for that. So this is the solution. This issue now, the people now are staying in the Rajpath. That is because of the inaction of the present state government.
Inaction of the present state government, you say. Well, we have Mr. Ratan Nath. The agitating teachers have a lot of their demands. Mr. Ratan Nath, the agitating teachers are seeking assistance on humanitarian grounds. They are looking for a permanent solution, a solution perhaps which the BJP promised. The BJP promised. So can the government provide a solution? That is the question that is being asked.
In the year 2018, we came in power. BJP IPFT government came in power. And in the year 2014, 7/5/2014, High Court of Division Bench dismissed the about 10,323 teachers. And later on, upheld by Supreme Court 29/3/2017. After this, Supreme Court has given a decision. 6 months they can continue. That is 1/1/18 to 36/18. 6 months given scope to the to continue them. But in the year when we will come in power, then we already send a petition to the Supreme Court for their extension. We appeal for the Supreme Court as because we came in power just now, but if 10,000 teachers it goes, then it will be problem. Education system will be collapsed in the state of Tripura. And just now we came in power. Please permit us, and they should continue up to 2 years minimum. In that meantime, we will do the needful, and we will take employment those who are teachers. But state Supreme Court, after we filed a petition before the Supreme Court, that is 31st May 2018. Then Supreme Court on 1/11/2018, Supreme Court given extension to them 31st March 2020. In the meantime, then 31st March 2020, they have already discharged from the service as per Supreme Court order. Earlier High Court order, then upheld by Supreme Court. There is no alternative. Now, question is this: during the before election, we have a vision document. In that vision document, we categorically mention, yes, if we come in power, then on humanitarian ground, we will take appropriate steps. But we will go with under the constitution and as per law, and we will follow abide by the rules and regulation and law and constitution. Then we went to Supreme Court on 5/8/20. In the Supreme Court 22/7/2020. We filed a petition again. Then Supreme Court our main portion, cabinet has taken decision, permit the state government to allow relaxation in other conditions in recruitment rules as per need and justification, and permit the state government, we already category mentioned in the Supreme Court, to appoint the discharged ad hoc teachers against vacant government posts as per eligibility directly without open advertisement. We know unemployed youth will be annoyed that after that we already prayed before the Supreme Court that please permit us the state government to appoint the discharged ad hoc teachers against vacant government posts as per eligibility directly without open advertisement. After filing this petition, Supreme Court on 5/8/2020, they mention, Supreme Court mentioning, quote, in our view, considering the fact that the very selection and appointments were found to be illegal and invalid, no other advantage can be conferred upon the concerned candidates. It must be noted that the attempt on part of the state is offering certain alternate employment is not to degrade the teachers, but some solace is being offered even in cases where the candidates do not succeed in the selection to the post of teachers. Supreme Court already mentioned, yes, relaxation can be given. What relaxation? Regarding age relaxation up to 2023. But Supreme Court mentioned, we already mentioned, please permit us without open advertisement, we are ready to give appointment. Supreme Court mentioned no other advantage can be conferred upon the concerned candidates. Then what we'll do? Now, then we go other ways. Then we called Group C and Group D. Supreme Court mentioned Group C and Group D. Then we are thinking, our Honorable Chief Minister, Biplab Kumar, is very sympathized on them. And we already interested, yes, we can then about 5,000 Group C and Group D posts, specially for them. Other unemployed youth can be participate. For their interest, we already declared, advertisement started, advertisement already given. Now they will file a petition. Now we are ready, but you remember Supreme Court judgment, law of the land. No state government, no central government has got no power to defy the Supreme Court. Is it? Can I do without the direction of the Supreme Court? But now question is this. Now those who are movement, yes, they have got right. It is a democratic right. They can move, but not all. Few person, those who are guided by the then CPM party behind the screen, they are gaming, foul game is going on. So it is not okay. But our intention, yes, if they not participate in this advertisement, then automatically other person will come forward and will get service. So our request to them, please participate in the advertisement and interview board so that we can help them. You remember, without any interview, you are the fourth pillar of the that is fourth pillar of the democracy. Can you tell me, without interview, can we take anybody in the government service? It is not. So we are sympathized on them, but our hands are tight. Without the interview, we cannot give any employment to anybody. We are sympathized, but if it is behind the screen, it is a foul game is going on, that it is a very bad thing. So we don't know, they can move anywhere. Due to now today everywhere shouting, people is shouting is this, This is not the 10,323. They are the Myanmar Teachers Association. In the name of Myanmar Teachers Association, behind the screen, they are gaming, they are doing foul game. So our sympathy is there. I already mentioned Supreme Court orders, and what is our affidavit to the Supreme Court? Categorically, we mentioned.
Mr. Ratanlal Nath, the teachers are also saying that only over 5,000 posts have been sanctioned and not the full 8,892 odd posts. So where are the other posts?
You don't know. Post is more post is there. But then question is this. Within 5, we already first of all, it's a first phase. Why first phase? Our planning is this. If 10,323, those who are participating, 8,000 something participate. If they are not allowed in the interview, other thinking also is there. But due to this, some posts are kept reserve for.
You're talking about the 5,000 posts sanctioned. Okay.
First of all, our planning is this. Supreme Court denied no benefit can be given to them without except that is age relaxation. Yes. Then we thought yes, outsourcing, through outsourcing they will be involved in the government, that is in the service. But then 4 groups met the chief minister. Then they told, no, we will not go to that is outsourcing. We want government service. Due to this, we first of all, first phase, declared 5,000 posts. Later on, we'll, after looking all these things, how numbers of the 10,323, how much numbers that is allowed, that is selected. After that, we are thinking alternative ways. This is the main thing.
All right.
First of all, you tell me one thing. Can you say, without interview, any government in India, any state government of India, can violating the Supreme Court orders?
Not at all.
Without interview, without advertisement, we can absorb them.
All right. Now, the teachers are seeking assistance from on humanitarian grounds. The government, of course, has said that they have to apply, but we cannot deny that there is a growing crisis. Teachers are protesting for 12 days, and they are saying that none from the government has reached out to them. You have said that, okay, you are there, you are helping them, they need to apply, but because due interview process have to be followed. But would the government do anything to end the crisis? Again, coming to the issue of seeking assistance on humanitarian grounds, would the government do anything to end the crisis?
My question is this. When they meet with the chief minister, all the groups are already commented after meeting with the chief minister. Yes, we are happy after the discussion with the chief minister. Yes. At that time, only 4,000 posts already, we already declared. Later on, we are automated so much. Again, 1,000 already declared, total 5,000. In that time, they told, yes, we are happy. Now, they are telling their movement is going on. It is not their movement. It is the movement of the CPM party. What is the result behind? Total corruption in the selection process, not myself. High Court already commented on judgment. Supreme Court upheld. Now, the floor of the assembly, our chief minister declared commission. What is the result behind it? How they have selected all teachers, all letters with the central government and state government, these are ministers, already kept with me. Again and again, central government told, don't give those who are Madhyamik passed, don't appoint them. According to 2001, there is a policy, that is a NCTE regulations. They have violated all these things. Behind this scheme, many game is there. So, our sympathy with them. But if this is politics, what to do? What to do? It is created by them. This problem created by the then government, and now their game plan now is behind this scheme. How they?
So what is your appeal to the agitating teachers? What do you want to tell them? Clearly there is a crisis, and it needs to end. What do you want to say? Because this has to end.
My appeal to the protesters, please participate in the interview, and if you not select, in that case, other thinking in our mind. First of all, you should participate in the interview board. We will see. It is not created by us. It is created by the then government. Now this is our burden, as because in the vision document, we already sympathized on them, and 2 years granted by the Supreme Court. It is from our government filed a petition to the Supreme Court. Please, 2 years give the chance. Already given. Again we went to 22/7/2020. Please, Supreme Court, give us as per eligibility directly without open advertisement. Supreme Court categorically mentioned no advantage can be given concerned candidates. This is the situation.
So appeal is
you ask them, and I am also asking them, please participate in the interview board. We will see. Don't worry. But if you not participate, other persons will come forward and they will get benefit. And I am sure, as because they have got a teacher's experience, I know maximum of the teachers will be selected by the interview board.
All right,
because
that's
they have got experience.
That's a great assurance. That's a great assurance again by the Tripura Education Minister. He's urging the teachers, urging the protesting teachers to apply for the vacant post. The government will see to it. There are options. There are backup options. The government probably can't do much because there's a court order here, and the government also has to respect that. I'm sure the teachers will consider this request of the government, the minister himself, that they should come forward and apply for the vacant posts. There will be options if some of them, since all of them are trained teachers, probably a majority of them will clear those posts. Even if someone does not, the government is assuring that they will look into it. They will look for alternate options. This is something that should be taken note of. And of course, we have had voices from the teacher side. They have expressed their concerns. Most of their concerns are genuine. They have been working for years and all of a sudden rendered jobless. But then probably the previous government too has to owe responsibility for this in a way, because there were irregularities in hiring, and that is something that again could not have been ignored. So the current state of affairs that is there right now is unfortunate, but then a solution has to be found. We are all concerned about the teachers. It's winter time. It's difficult to undertake the protests. It's not easy. But then again, the government is saying, consider our request, consider our appeal, apply for the vacant posts. If some of you do not clear, we have a backup option also in mind. So probably the government also should, it's high time the government probably should once again send a representative to talk to the agitating teachers and try and bring an end to this crisis. We can only hope for that for now. That's a wrap.